everybody, Simistic this year again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today, headed out to 3 different locations, picked myself up some great titles, so let's take a look at what I got. The first place I stopped in was actually at my local library. The wife wanted to go in, pick up some books, so of course I had to head to the back room. Back there they have a lot of used books, but they also have some used VHS tapes, some used DVDs, and even some used CDs. Unfortunately, there were no VHS tapes or DVDs I wanted, but there were 2 CD soundtracks that I definitely had to pick up, and those were the soundtracks to New Jack City and Romeo Must Die. 2 great soundtracks that feature a bunch of great hip-hop artists. Got these for 50 cents a piece, a great deal, definitely had to pick them up. So from there, headed out to my FYE store where they were having a sale on all their DVDs. It was buy one, get the second for $1, a great deal. Unfortunately, the huge stack that I brought to the front counter of DVDs I wanted to buy, most of them were scratched. There were actually only 2 titles that were in good condition, which is definitely a shame. FYE used to actually be a pretty decent place to buy used titles if you could find any for a good price. They were pretty good because they never bought titles that were scratched. If you brought a disc to trade in that was scratched, they wouldn't take it. Nowadays, I think they stopped looking because every time I go there, I always come across scratched DVDs. I always have to make sure I look at them first. So like I said, only ended up picking up 2 titles, but at least I got them for a good deal, so here's what I got. The 2 titles I picked up were Mermaids and Love Story. Both of these titles I currently have on VHS, so I'm picking these up to replace my VHS copies. I actually haven't seen them yet. They're both blind buys. I've heard real good things about Mermaids. And Love Story, I know it's a classic. I love the theme song to this, so definitely want to pick them up again to replace my VHS copies. Definitely looking forward to checking them out. So since I was already at the mall shopping at the FYE, decided to take a walk down the hall to the GameStop, ended up picking myself up 5 UMDs, all for $1.99 a piece. First one here I got was House of Flying Daggers. Then I got First Descent, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Into the Blue, and Final Fantasy. All of which I already either own on DVD or Blu-ray, but I still wanted to pick them up on UMD and for $1.99 a piece. Thought that was a great deal. Now that I have my PSP to watch them on, definitely looking forward to checking these out again. So that's it for what I bought today. So now into what I watched. And today I checked out Black Knight. Definitely a guilty pleasure of mine. I love this movie for what it is. It's just an hour and a half of Martin Lawrence hamming it up. I love that. It's ridiculous. It's goofy. It's over the top. The story is just complete nonsense, but it's such a fun movie. Again, just for what it is. The simple plot, Martin Lawrence, he's working for a medieval, I guess it's kind of like a medieval themed theme park. Sees his medallion that's in the moat of the castle, reaches down for it, falls in, and it magically transports him back to the times of, kings and queens and fair maidens and knights and all that good stuff. He ends up getting mixed up in this rebellion to overthrow a king because the king had overthrown a queen, but a lot of people want the queen back in power because the king's evil, the queen's nice. So he gets mixed up in this whole scheme to overthrow the king. The wackiness ensues from there. It's just a goofy movie. There's really not much I'm going to say about this one. I'm not going to go too much into it because it is just what it is. It's just a goofy Martin Lawrence movie. And if you want to watch just a family... Well, see, I want to say family friendly, but this is actually rated PG-13. And there is some cursing and there is some things in this movie. It doesn't actually say... I guess it said, well, here we go. For language, sexual/crude humor, and battle violence. Yeah, I would definitely say there's language and sexual/crude humor in this movie. So it feels family friendly, but at the same time, it does have some cursing and whatnot in it. But again, it sort of has a family friendly feel to it just because of what happens in the movie. So I would definitely say it's a movie to watch if you want to just see a goofy Martin Lawrence movie. Don't be expecting anything serious. Don't take it seriously. It's not one of Martin Lawrence's best movies, but it's just a great popcorn film. Just something to sit back and just have a laugh watching. So would I recommend it? I would say if you're into just goofy comedies, yes. If you can find it for cheap, yes. I'd say don't pay more than $5 for this. I wouldn't even say pay that much. You can find this all over the place for cheaper than that. So as far as picking it up, you can get it for really cheap. I would say grab it, check it out. You'll have a laugh. Again, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I love the film. So that's it for what I bought, what I watched today. Definitely excited about the titles I picked up today. Looking forward to watching all my DVDs, UMDs, and listening to my CDs. And also watching Black Knight. Like I said, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I love the film for what it is. Just Martin Lawrence hamming it up. It's completely goofy. It's completely over the top. Completely nonsensical. But I love it for what it is. So would I say check it out? Yeah, if you want to just see a goofy comedy, I'd say see it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see what I bought, what I watch tomorrow. See ya. So that's it for what I bought today. So now it's what I watched. And today I checked out Black Knight. And I love this.